Yo, what up? Good morning. Let's get right into some NASA stupidity here. We've somehow found ourselves back in this fucking control room from the movie Armageddon.
Crew, including NASA astronauts Anne McClain, Nicole Ayers, and Johnny Kim, are prepped and ready for Dragon's arrival. They've reviewed all the procedures, configured equipment, and are well rested for what will be a busy day on orbit today and tomorrow when Dragon is expected to dock. This delivery includes thousands of pounds of supplies, critical hardware, and scientific investigations that will
Look at
keep
this
the
guy.
crew
What do
busy.
you think this fat guy on the right gets paid with the ill-fitting suit? A Merlin vacuum engine? So, engines run on combustion. There can't be combustion in a vacuum. And they call it a Merlin engine. You guys know who Merlin was? Kind of an interesting thing. It was said that Merlin constructed Stonehenge by himself, Merlin the magician, with his magical staff, his wizard staff. He's a magician, he's an illusionist. At full power, the Merlin vacuum engine operates with the greatest efficiency for an American made hydrocarbon rocket. Rockets couldn't work in space. Thrusters can't work in space. Fire requires a couple components, and there's no oxygen in space. And you can see the test yourself on YouTube. You can't light a match in a vacuum; it doesn't work. So thrusters and fire and boosters and rockets, none of that's going to work in space.
Over 220,000 pounds of thrust. The second
There wouldn't be pounds of thrust in space. There's no atmosphere to thrust against. A thruster wouldn't work, and if there were a thruster, any opening that the combustion pressure is going through, it would just be sucked out. It's the most powerful vacuum known to man. You can't run an engine up there. You might be able to run a motor, but you wouldn't be running an engine. That doesn't make any sense.
stage will secure Dragon's entry.
These stupid things, they just push these out of a helicopter. And this could be CGI. This could just be, this could be AI. That's the thing, is you don't even need a talented Photoshop artist anymore like you did 20 years ago. This is all just AI. Note the flat horizon in the background. Now, who are these momos? All the guys with the eyes close together, and this woman's almost 70 years old. That's the thing, fellas. You need a tailored suit, especially if you're going to be on a government television show. You need to invest in a nice suit. My wife, since I've been the director of NASA, things have changed. I'm happy to report that things have indeed changed over at NASA. This is very stupid to have something suspended like this in a closed environment with no lead lines. Here, I would have two lead lines on this, which is these guys holding this, keeping a rope taut, making sure it doesn't swing out of control. These people have never messed with anything under a crane. It's incredibly dangerous, and you need multiple lead lines, especially. What is it? What is it? 5 tons? 5 tons of just metal and aluminum foil and tape? It's all just tape.
Highly accurate atomic clocks in space. The aerosol monitors investigation will test 3 different air quality monitors designed to detect airborne particles like dust that must be kept within safe ranges for crew health and hardware performance.
Hardware performance? What do you mean for hardware performance? I caught these people with Heinz tomato ketchup in the video yesterday. Just think about it with me for a second. You're going into space. Each person is allowed a shoebox of personal items. Okay? It's in like a squeezable plastic. This is going into space. The cabin's going to pressurize and depressurize, and there's going to be G-forces. If that fucking ketchup bottle explodes inside the ISS, think about all the sensitive instruments that could be negatively affected by it. You would never have a ketchup bottle in space. It doesn't make any sense. All right, well then we'll put a glass bottle up there. Okay, great. So now you have the potential of broken glass and ketchup floating in space all over the delicate instruments. These are things that the average person doesn't think about. It's the first thing I see. Good thing I'm the director now. I am the new director of NASA. There's no ketchup allowed. I'm sorry. What do you need ketchup for? You don't have an oven. You don't have an air fryer. What are you going to make, French fries? You don't need ketchup. You'll survive without the ketchup. It just gets dumber and dumber each moment. This is so stupid and boring. Yeah, what is this terrible, shitty quality nonsense? Will they not have nice 4K cameras over at NASA? Because you know where the camera should have been, right here. You guys see my mouse? The camera should have been right here in one continuous shot with someone manning it, and they pan up while it's ascending. It doesn't make any sense to do this because it's not real. And just like that, it's just a light in the sky now. There's your billions of tax dollars at work right here. This light in the sky that they're shooting over to the Bermuda Triangle. I can't believe that anyone thinks this is real. They've been showing it like this since the 90s, these same angles. No one thinks this is real. I'm actually convinced now. And now that I'm the director of NASA, this is all going to come to an end. Where's this guy? The rocket is flying. Where's this guy? Bathroom break? Eating a snack? Now, I think they covered this here. They obscured this view. You know why? Because I noticed last time, this is the gift shop right here. See where my mouse is? This is the gift shop. They want you to think that this is high octane. You can go to the gift shop right here and then just stand right here and watch these people work. They're not doing anything. They're on Facebook. They're answering emails. It's stupid. Nobody here. Nobody here. And this is a different person than who was sitting here last time. Just a day ago. This is a different person. Okay, so a couple different people share all these desks. This is a different person. It was a big fat woman before. And last time, we had a guy just flirting with a chunky girl at the office right here last time. These are empty. There's nothing going on here. Wouldn't the boss be pacing back and forth right here? This is high octane. There's a rocket in the fucking air now. This is what we've been training for. Why isn't the pit boss walking around right here making sure everybody's on their business? I'm the director now. You know what's crazy though? I will say that it's surprising that they're able to put on even a show like this. Because they know that nobody's interested. They know that the public is not interested in this. It's stupid.